Hello YouTubers, Troz here again. I'm playing some more Dwarf Fortress, but I'd also like to take a little bit of time to talk about my channel. But I'll start up the game first, and then we'll get to discussing after some initial moves. So, it's been a while since I played. About a month and a half. And, it's just with the holidays and getting distracted with a bunch of other stuff. So if I remember correctly for last time, and I watched the end of my previous video to remember correctly, needed to find some places to put some more cages because we are completely out of space. So I think I'm just gonna dig another room up here. So let's line this out, make it the same size as that room, and we'll just dig right there. We needed some more bedrooms, but I'll leave that for a bit. We have the caves here. And the deeper... we were trying to get some coffins, but I also, if I remember correctly, let's check on the jobs. Yeah, we're waiting for them to be built. Dug out most of the gold in this area, although there is a bit more, but we'll also leave that for now. The well is fine. We were digging out some minerals here in the deeper caves. But I'll do that for a bit. Let me just queue up some stuff that we'll need for the bedrooms. So we'll need beds, and I'll say 20 of them. We'll need doors, and again 20. We'll need coffers, which are chests, basically. And we'll need cabinets. Rock cabinets. And we'll need a space to put them. But I'll wait until this is finished being dug out for that. So let's just unpause here. So,
don't tell the elves, but all the fish are gone.
It's the winter season, so there's not that much. We won't have any trading.
Sir, here's the list. Looks like we're out of these things
Don't
here,
tell
you
the
see?
elves, but all the fish are gone. We need to build some of these.
All the fish are gone.
Yeah, alright, fish are gone. We have... Don't export backpacks. Make floodgates. Alright, I'll, that's relatively easy. Q. Two, and I'll make that max priority, so it gets done in a timely amount of time. Yeah, so I was saying, it's been a while since I played this.
I've fished
Now,
all the fish there are, so there's no more fish.
I'll admit I picked an easy spot to play in. This is... Oh yes, we had a discussion going on. Let's finish peeking in on the conversation. So there, we've had some goblin attacks and a few beasts, ancient beasts. Not exactly, forgotten exactly what they're called. But nothing too exciting has happened. And yeah, I did pick an easy place to play. We're in a relatively benign area, although it's not joyous, or yeah, you can actually get like a magical area where you have little bubbles floating up from the grasses, and there's rainbows, and well, maybe not exactly rainbows, but there's fairies and unicorns, which actually unicorns can be quite dangerous if you get them angry, but you know, you can also be in a hostile undead land where you have, you'll hunt a deer and then the skeletal remains will reanimate and start attacking the hunter. So, yes, all the fish are gone, thanks. So yeah, this isn't a very... I won't say it's not very entertaining, but it's definitely not dangerous or hostile or as interesting as it could have been. So, to try to combat that, I am going to attempt to get interesting things to happen. In that, I'm going to try digging too deeply and too greedily. Because somewhere, normally, there's caves with magma pools. So, I'm going to try to... iron. Trying to get there, and that will make smithing a lot easier because then you can just use the heat of the magma to smith or to melt your metals. That's a pure guess of where this vein goes. It looks like it will go right along here. How are we doing over here? Almost totally dug out. That's efficiency. Yes, merchants will be leaving soon. I already traded with them at the end of the last episode. Well, let's see. Piles for cages, which should be animal. It's already selected. And I'll just put 2 columns here. And we got these cages over here that we can remove. Yeah, so I want to try to make this gameplay, let's play, more interesting, because I know I don't have many people who are watching this. Hopefully the title will draw a few more people in. You can see them moving all the cages that we bought from the merchants up.
You need to build me something. It's for the good of the fortress.
Where is that? More goods to be constructed. Backpacks. Yep, obviously. Let's make leather backpacks. This can be at the end because the Leatherworks doesn't have anything else, so that will be done relatively soon. So one of the reasons why I started playing Dwarf... Well, let's step back a little bit.
There's nothing more to catch.
What was that? Oh, Ghostly Mason, no. Lots of things can happen, and maybe you're starting to. Do we have any, got some coffins. You need to bury people, or their ghosts will rise. Build coffin. Now, I do want interesting things to happen, but I don't want to, purposely cause the downfall. So, let's try to get this guy buried as soon as possible.
All the fish are gone.
Yeah, all the fish are gone, thanks.
All the fish are gone.
So, I started playing Dwarf Fortress back in 2006 when it first came out. And at that part, that point, it was 2D. I mean, technically it's now 3D because there's Z levels, but back then there weren't even Z levels. All the fortresses areas were basically the same.
No more
They all had a
fishing.
river, then a cliff wall for you to dig into, then a cave river, then a little deeper in a chasm, then a little deeper in a big lava river,
There's nothing more to catch. Fished all the fish there are. There's no more fish.
and then beyond that was some special minerals like adamantite, and you dug too far into the adamantite area, demons would be released, basically. Now, a lot of that still exists. If I dig deep far enough, I'll run into adamantite and potentially demons, but there's also other things that can be down there.
Don't tell the elves, but all the fish are gone.
Go to places without rivers, you can go to places with volcanoes, you can go to places with chasms or not. And a lot of this stuff you can find or not find on the search screen. Like I said before, there's haunted places, evil places, places just with hostile animals. I went to a relatively benign place. But yeah, it's made a bit for some uninteresting gameplay. Let's see how we're... Oh, look at that. Did decently on... So, I want to get this a little more interesting, but one of the reasons I started this sort of Let's Play series is... Now, Dwarf Fortress is a... I won't say it's a completely unique game, but it definitely has unique elements, or unique combinations of elements. In that, it's part SimCity, part The Sims, part roguelike, and if you don't know what a roguelike is, Rogue was a game from the mid-70s that were played on mainframe computers mostly, but it's been ported to nearly everything since. And it's basically a Dungeons and Dragons-like game, but in a computer. And it was generally done with ASCII graphics. At the time, they didn't really have, these graphics, but you were like an at character, and your pet dog could be a lowercase d, a dragon would be an uppercase d, a troll would be maybe a uppercase t, and every time you moved, then the enemies moved. And Dwarf Fortress actually has a adventurer mode like that, where you can visit towns and you can visit your previous fortresses and things like that, and battle, randomly generated enemies and things like that, and cults, and you can actually get a party that will help you along your way. So there's still some of that in Dwarf Fortress. We have the export agreement done. Let's look over these documents. Sure, that looks fine. Cheese, amulets, headwear, musical instruments. But Dwarf Fortress was kind of unique in at least the fortress sense, in that the outpost liaison is leaving now. Yeah, Dwarf Fortress was unique in the sense that it basically gave you a roguelike area, but instead of going on adventures, you were trying to build up a town, or a fortress in this case, but like what would be a town in some other games, and that you didn't have direct control over the main characters, which are the dwarves. You could set out jobs for them to do, but obviously they'll do the jobs in the order that they think's appropriate. If they get hungry, they'll stop the job and go do something else.
I fished all the fish there are.
Okay, we have now been made a duchy, which means we'll have a duke and a duchess coming, which will be interesting, because we'll have 2 more people giving out orders. Or has our nobles been... Okay. Our baron has been upgraded. And now we'll get a champion, and we get a hammerer, who's kind of like a head of the police. He gives out punishments if any of these mandates are broken. Of course, now we have more requirements. So he has a great dining room. He needs a grand dining room, and he has a mausoleum tomb, basically. He needs a grand mausoleum, and he needs 2 more chests, another cabinet, another weapon rack, another armor stand. Great. So there's stuff for us to do. So in the years, I mean, it's been 7 years since Dwarf Fortress came out. Actually, probably more than that. And some games are now coming out that use some of the same elements, basically. One of them is Prison Architect, which I actually have been playing a bit of. Haven't played it in a while, but I am in on the early access for that game. I'm sure you've seen some people play Space-Based DF9, and that's another game that takes many cues from Dwarf Fortress. And I'm actually gonna, maybe not soon, but I hope in the next few weeks, show off a bit of each of those games. Neither of them are done, but you can kind of get a see where their Dwarf Fortress influences come from. You know, both of them you can't directly control all the characters. Actually, in Prison Architect, you can at least your guards, you can actually have them investigate an area, and they'll generally do it right away. But you definitely can't control the prisoners. You don't really have direct control over maybe the cooks or the workmen who actually build the I was about to say fortress, the prison. So there's definitely similarities there. I haven't played any of Space-Based DF9 yet, but I've seen some videos, and that's also has similarities where you set out jobs to do, but you don't specifically, have direct control over your astronauts. I don't know what you call them. Alright, so I'm going to engrave the floors here, and we need some chests and another set of armor, so let's build that. Armor stand and weapons rack, so let's place an armor stand here in the dining room. It's sort of the main room, so I want something nice quality. That looks high quality armor stand. Weapon rack. Let's hit X again. Alright, these ones here are not the highest quality, but they're one step down. And let's pick clay stone again, so it'll match. We'll need 2 more chests, so let's put it in this corner. Coffers. There's a nice high quality. Have any other high quality? Alright, I won't do the highest quality. There's claystone, so it'll match. But I'll do one more here in their mausoleum. And that one I'll do the high quality granite coffer, so hopefully raising the quality of that room. And I need another cabinet. So let's build a cabinet, and we'll put that in this corner of the dining room. Oh, look, we have a nice claystone, high quality, that matches. I believe this will already count the quality of the objects. So that doesn't really upgrade any of them yet. Not just... So I'm wondering if either they need to be placed or is not enough on their own.
Ach, don't tell the elves, but all the fish are gone.
Yes, the fish are gone. Thanks.
All the fish are gone.
Ach, I've fished all the fish there are, so there's no more fish.
Let's set some more mining out of these minerals. It's not exactly what I wanted, but... Yeah, so that's one thing. I want to get this Let's Play. Not really sure if this is a Let's Play, but it's my playthrough. Not really... I'm half playing through, half tutorial, half... just me making a video of what I like to play. But I'd also like to get, I like to increase the viewership of my channel. Obviously, probably discussing here on this video isn't the best, since these Dwarf Fortress videos are probably some of the, well, definitely the least viewed.
A dwarf has gotten an idea and has withdrawn from society.
The least viewed videos on my channel. So it looks like our doctor here, diagnoser, is taken by a strange mood.
All the fish are gone.
Where's he going? I have completely lost track of him. Oh, here he is.
I claim this workshop in the name of invention.
Okay, he's like a jeweler's shop. That's perfectly fine. Haven't been really using them. Go for it. Make something. Yes, so I'd like to increase the viewership on my channel. I know these Dwarf Fortress videos aren't the most interesting for everybody. They're long. They're not that interesting because the game is pretty complex. Why aren't those bars in bins? Let's make some bins. Q. Wooden bin 20. Yeah, so like I said, I kind of want to use this game, want to either make it more interesting or use it to introduce other Dwarf Fortress-like games, or actually kind of both. And, if you have any ideas or comments how I could make my channel more popular or more interesting, feel free to leave them.
Ugh, I won't do it.
Any advice, I greatly appreciate. Or any suggestions, games you think I should play or stream. I definitely have types of games I like. Generally it's the complexities, kind of, well, I wouldn't say sim-ish ones, but definitely, this one's kind of simulating a society. Minecraft definitely... To me, Minecraft is partially a finite state automata, and if you don't know what that is, don't really worry about it. It's kind of a computer science concept-ish, but basically there's a whole bunch of cells in Minecraft's. They're all three-dimensional cubes, and the state of one cell is affected by the cells around it and can change over time, such as dirt has grass grow on it if there's nearby grass blocks. Sheep will then turn those grass blocks back to dirt when they eat them.
There's nothing more to
But
catch.
mainly, it mostly applies to redstone acting in a finite state automata way. In that, the state of redstone wire is affected by the other items around it, and its change in state of the redstone wire can affect those other items, and similarly, the other items around will affect the state of the redstone wire. And, well, you can basically make computer-like machines out of it, even if they're just simple, or actually people have made complete computers out of it. And, you know, the effects... It's things like that. I mean, I like making machines in Minecraft. Specifically, ones that help you play the game easier or faster, such as the big iron farm, you know, the rail station that lets you easily get from place to place, select, you know, which track you want to go down, get in the minecart, press the button, and you'll be going down that track. Things like that. The ice machine, other things I've built. I'm actually, in a creative world, I'm kind of working on an automatic potion brewing machine that simpler to use than some I've seen where you have to know what ingredients do what. I just want to put, like, here, pick these particular, you know, you want a regeneration and you want it to last longer, or you want, you know, a speed potion and you want it to be a speed 2, so it's faster. I think speed 2 is a possibility. And I want the machine, you know, some of them, like the invisibility potion, it doesn't have a faster or longer or stronger version, and so I want my machine to not allow you to select that, you know, so you won't waste any items. You know, some other machines say, oh, okay, you have to select the particular items and, okay, throw in redstone or glowstone, or some of them let you throw in both, where that's a waste. There's not a single... While you can put redstone and glowstone in certain potions to make them last longer or be stronger, putting both in is never a good idea, because only the second one you put in takes effect, and the first one you put in would be completely wasted. So I'm trying to build a machine that will stop you from doing that. I kind of have the basics of it. It's just, well, two things. It's pretty complex and is, you know, at least twice or 3 times the size of a, you know, normal size brewing machine. And second, I'm not sure if it's the way I've built it, but the area in my test world has gotten really laggy. So while I kind of went off on that tangent, the diagnoser has finished his well, his great work, or whatever you want to call it, his legendary item. I think it's a barrel made out of crystal gems. Let's read about it. The Creepy Heaven. Okay. A yellow spectrine barrel. Oh, nicely valuable. Let's read its description. Yellow specerite barrel. Not very good at pronouncing. Yeah. Different gem names, but all craft dwarf ship is of the highest quality, is decorated with eagle leather and encircled with bands of cave spider silk and goose bone. The object menaces with spikes of yellow spessartine and shell opal. On the item is an image of smooth pebbles in shell opal. On the item is an image of a wave in eagle bone. Interesting. Not sure what smooth pebbles or a wave indicates. Probably look that up. In the legendary mode, this game does keep track of all sorts of legends and stuff. And I just noticed I have this room down here where the tracks stop that I probably could have put these cages in. I think we do have enough animals running around right now, so I'm going to leave those in cages for now.
Don't tell the elves, but all the fish are gone.
Yeah, alright, I won't. Alright, so, I've dug out a bunch of stuff here.
The fortress needs something.
does it now. Okay, the Duke has mandated certain things to be built. Yeah. So as the backpacks, more backpacks. What is? Yeah, I'm working on floodgates. As they get higher in rank, I think they get more and more pushy over what they want. Got an interesting bit of more cave there, and not exactly sure why, but I want to build over to it. Let's make some stairs, and we'll just go with the up-down stairs here. And then dig over to here. Go up a level. And dig to here. Dig to there, and that will let us get up to here. Again, I'm not exactly sure why, but I just want to see what's over there. Meanwhile, these go down pretty far. I'd like to go down further, which here's the kind of lowest area that I see, and just gonna like quickly search around to see if there's any other tunnels that go lower, but I don't think there are. I kind of missed the center there, but yeah, I don't see anything. So let's go back up. And you know what, right here. It's a down stairway. And actually, let's see if this works. If I go down... Alright, that actually worked. So we're here 60 levels, 61 levels underground, and this goes down to 96 levels underground, so it's a good 35 levels. That should lead us somewhere. So let's just start this going. Yeah, I know I haven't been making too many videos lately. Just
It won't work.
been busy at work, and with the holidays and everything, I kind of got burnt out there doing that 1 week of Kerbal Space Program, trying
Looked out the elves, but all the fish are gone.
to finish all the science, but
Nothing more to catch.
hoping to make a
There's nothing more to catch.
another video for Kerbal Space Program, kind of finish that up, maybe 1 or 2 videos, we'll see. What is this? Okay, this is something interesting. Giant humanoid monster with 2 heads has come. Okay. So we have an overland creature here. Now you can kind of see it does have 2 heads. It's kind of troll-like looking. let's hit V and examine it. Lima Insight Scribe, the culmination of meandering. Sounds like it's just been walking over the countryside, destroying things in its wake. Definitely, it's humanoid. It's got the normal human parts, except it has a right head and a left head. Other than that, it looks normal. Average in size for a giant humanoid monster. Not sure if that means he's twice or 3 times as tall as a dwarf, but he's average size for a giant, I'm guessing. Hair is extremely long, his eyebrows are low, his left head is very short, his somewhat narrow nose, left head is slightly hooked, his lips are thin, his nose bridge is somewhat concave, his hair is pumpkin, his skin is dark peach, his eyes are ochre. Okay. Get it completely. Yes. So, I want to get my squads. All of them. A, B, C, D, E, F. And if I never explained this before, this is the one menu screen that you can do stuff in without pausing the game, so always make sure you pause the game before you pull up the squad screen. All the other keys on the menu will automatically pause the game, but this one won't. Also, you can press the letter on your keyboard to select the first squad, but to select more than one squad, you then hold shift while selecting the others. Otherwise, it will just, if you just press F, it will only select F, but holding shift F will add F to whatever you already have selected. I want to not necessarily attack, but I definitely want to move and get my troops ready. I don't want to get them close enough that they'll attack, but I do want to move them to the cursor. And I'll get all the squads ready, and hopefully, I'm hoping he'll just leave for safety's sake, for interest's sake. I'm hoping he will attack, but at least give my squads time to get organized and out there, so it's not just like one dwarf at a time. So I'm not really sure how strong this guy's going to be. So let's unpause and see what happens. Oh, he is moving out, and what do we have here? Is that a peregrine, a tesseral peregrine falcon? Okay. So he seems to be moving relatively quickly. So instead, I am going to pull up the squad screen again. A, B, C, D, E, F. And tell them, how about you move here? It will give you a bit more time. I'm now going to escape and unpause. And he's just following the blood trail. So we have, it looks like we got 3 dwarfs here, and got one more back here, and there's another one, 2 more. Alright, so we'll have a decent number on him in just a few, well, it technically is turns, because this game normally will play about 30 or 40 turns a second, but a turn is really small. But let's see what happens. Okay. I guess he's an Etten. Military captain attacks the Etten, but he jumps away. Mace Dwarf bashes the Etten in the left hand with his iron mace. Mace Dwarf bashes the Etten in the lower right arm with his iron mace, bruising the muscle. Sword Dwarf slashes the Etten in the right foot with his iron short sword. The Etten falls over. Military captain stabs him in the right lower arm with her bronze longsword. Sword Dwarf stabs the Etten in the right upper arm. Yeah, this doesn't really seem fair to the Etten. We've got like 3 different military captain, Mace Dwarf, and Sword Dwarf on him already. Ligament in the shoulder has been torn, tendon has been torn. Military captain stabs the Etten in the right lower arm with her bronze longsword, fracturing the bone. Etten becomes enraged. Sword Dwarf slashes the Etten in the lower body. Mace Dwarf bashes the Etten in the upper body. The Etten apparently misses the militia captain in its enraged state. The militia captain stabs the Etten in the lower left leg with her bronze longsword, fracturing the bone. Ligament is torn, tendon is torn. Sword Dwarf stabs the Etten in the foot. Ligament is torn, tendon is torn. Mace Dwarf bashes the Etten in the left head with his iron mace. Military captain stabs the Etten in the right upper arm. Motor nerve is severed. Sword Dwarf stabs the Etten in the left lower leg. Iron short sword lodges in the wound. Mace Dwarf kicks the Etten in the upper right arm. Alright, it can't be too tall if they're kicking it in the arm and are able to hit its head. Next page. Militia captain stabs the Etten in the left eye, left head with her bronze sword. Oh, it did fall over, didn't it? So that could explain that. So maybe it is tall. Mace Dwarf bashes the Etten in the upper body with his iron mace. Is having trouble breathing. Slashes the Etten in the upper right leg, lower body, upper arm, etc., etc. Left head, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. Yet misses the militia captain. Left hit to the left hand. Stab to the upper leg. Upper left leg. Hammer Dwarf bashes. Alright, we have a Hammer Dwarf in here now. Bashes the Etten in the right lower leg from the side with a steel hammer. Mace Dwarf bashes the Etten in the right lower leg, fracturing the bone. Sword Dwarf stabs the Etten in the right foot. The iron short sword is lodged in the wound. The militia captain slashes the Etten in the left head. Mace Dwarf bashes the Etten in the left hand. Hammer Dwarf kicks the Etten in the lower body, bruising the guts. Sword Dwarf twists the embedded iron short sword around in the Etten's foot. Slashes and kicks to the finger. And bashes to the right hand. Stabs to left head. And the tendon is torn in the skull, and the wound is sword is lodged in the wound. Bashes in the lower body, stabs in the lower lip of the left head. Bashes the upper body, bruises the left lung. Twists around the sword in the Etten's left head. Bashes in the upper leg, upper left leg. Kicks in the cheek of the left head. And misses the militia captain. Bashes in the upper body. Stabs in the right foot. Bashes in the left foot from the side, jamming the bone through the left ankle's muscle and chipping the left ankle's bone, and twists the iron sword around in the Enten's upper right arm. Bashes the left head with iron mace, stabs in the right foot, bashes the Enten in the upper body from the side, bruising the muscle and bruising the right lung. He's having more trouble breathing. Enten is slashed in the lower left leg. Mace Dwarf bashes the right head now with his iron mace. Militia Captain stabs the Enten in the right upper arm. Bash is in the right hand from the side, chipping the bone. Bashes the right hand. Mace Dwarf and Hammer Dwarf together going on that right hand. Sword Dwarf slashes the Enten's lower left arm. Lower nerve has been severed. Strikes the Enten in the upper body with her shield. There's a little shield bash there. Mace Dwarf bashes the Enten in the lower left arm. Sword Dwarf stabs the Enten in the lower body, tearing the muscle and tearing the guts. The Enten looks sick. Bashes the Enten in the lower body from the side, bruising the muscle and bruising the right kidney. Stabs the Enten in the upper body, tearing the muscle, tearing the left lung. Even more trouble breathing. The Enten misses the militia captain. Mace Dwarf bashes the Enten in the left hand with his iron mace. Sword Dwarf stabs the Enten in the right head with his iron short sword, tearing the muscle, fracturing the skull of the right head, and tearing the brain in the right head. Tendon has been torn, and I think that did him in because the left head was already in bad shape. A, B, C, D, E, F. We can now cancel their orders, and they should, go back. So that was a little bit of excitement, but it turned out to be not as dangerous as I thought.
I fished all the fish there are, since no more fish.
Yeah, that was actually all the rest of the militia coming out, I believe. So how are we doing? It's now late winter. We got just about a month left to go. I should be designating some more rooms, but I think I'll do that off camera at the end of this episode. We are being haunted, and I never told these to be used for burial. And I probably have more at this point. Yep. No. Accidentally picked a bed instead of a burial receptacle. Remove building. Build N. So hopefully, shortly, the remains of
All the fish are gone.
the troubled spirit will be laid to rest, and the spirit will
Don't tell the elves,
no longer
all the fish are gone.
trouble us. Although I don't think we've really been troubled by the spirit yet. Okay, they should be making the other floodgate. Okay, what was that? Oh. We have a blind cave ogre. Causing trouble somewhere. others? We have... Oh, he's named. That's not good. That means he's killed someone. Zoom. He is hurt. Squad. A and B. That should be more than plenty. Kill that guy.
I can't do that there.
Got some dogs. Look like they're fighting him. Yeah. Yes. On Cave Ogre. Looks like maybe he killed 2 guys. Alright, we got, looks like a hunter here. Oh, and that is a Drothla. It's a large, long-bodied grazer with a thick mane that feeds on the tops of tower cap mushrooms deep under the earth. Looks like this was being hunted by the hunter here. Ranger, I was going to say, but now the ranger's focused on the. As Ranger's now it's partially focused on the Cave Ogre, but may have run out of ammunition. Here we go. Here we finally get some of the militia. Of course, they're going to the wrong spot. Alright.
There's nothing more to catch.
Gem setter, ortho class. Stocks. Ammunition. Wagon wooden bolts? We got some of these bolts forbidden. Because generally after they're fired, they're forbidden, but if they're reusable, I want to collect them. We are apparently always low on ammunition. Those D's are other Grothlas. That one's going to die now. And I think it just did.
Ach, I fished all the fish there are.
Yes.
No more fish.
There are no more fish, thanks. They only have bins now, but those bars, right? That's what these are. Gold bars. Another thing I'm going to try to do to make this interesting is mint coins. Because that starts an economy once there are enough coins. Let's make some iron coins. I don't know what they'll be worth, but I'm sure we have some iron. So instead of just doing things for the good of the community, dwarfs will start to get paid. But then they'll also need to buy items, buy clothes, pay rent for their rooms, based on how high quality their rooms are. So that makes the game more interesting. You don't really have a good setup. Ooh, a vile force of darkness has arrived. That's more fun. Some pawn grabbers, huh? Alright, they're not showing up, but I have seen the message and then seen them show up shortly later. How are we doing? Run into anything interesting? Just to keep things interesting, I'm gonna build a second up-down stairways. So let's designate over here, because that may have accidentally missed everything interesting, or anything interesting. Missing for a week. Oh, okay.
No, I can't do it.
So we still have the vampire around.
Kill them all.
Okay. Is that them over here? Crossbowmen. And a human spearman. That's interesting. Now, more backpacks. How did I miss that? Oop. In this game, commonly captured children, be dwarf or human or elf or whatever, will be raised by the goblins, and generally they do get turned into leaders, just because they have skills different than the goblins. So this guy is almost certainly the commander of this group of goblins. So I'm not going to say it's the interesting thing, but the dangerous thing here is these are crossbowmen for the most part. And so they have ranged attack. So that will definitely potentially cause problems. Alerts. I do want to tell my civilians we're under attack and you should not be coming out. Skillfully dodging. Okay, we have killed the leader.
Leave none alive.
We may have a second group here. Led by another human. A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. Human Lasher. And, he is now dead. Or not. Yeah, this is, S. Well... We lost an axe dwarf. Alright, here comes our main force, but it's definitely dangerous here. Alright, crossbowmen are now being overrun. Yeah, wow. Got a wrestler. And we lost 3 or 4. Ooh, suffocated. Choked on his own blood. Yeah, we lost at least 1 from the Diamond Works, 1 from the Hammers of Warmth, 1 from the Crypts of Subtlety, at least, that I remember. I want V for view units. Upper body and lower body are yellow. It's upper arm, upper left arm, upper left leg, and lower right leg are red. His right hand is yellow. His right lung and guts are yellow. His left shoulder is red. He hasn't lost anything yet, but he's definitely, well, he's in extreme pain. He's currently stunned, which is basically unconscious. Hopefully someone is taking him away. Got a few other heavily wounded here. Alright, well, this guy's unconscious. Right leg, right hip, left ribs. Well, this guy's right upper arm is broken, so he probably can't use his right arm at all, but it's like he'll be okay. This guy's right foot is probably broken, and right ankle. But he'll probably be okay, assuming... Hopefully we have soap. Let's... MQ... Soap from tallow? Actually, generally I find it easier making, oh, we actually can do that. So that will work. We do have tallow available. Let's go to the ashery and... Actually, I want to go to the furnace and make some ash. Alright, and yeah, we currently do have wood. Great.
I can't do it. I just can't.
No.
Alright, someone
No!
did remove a bar of gold.
Foiled.
So maybe they'll start putting some bins in there, and items in bins, and someone was foiled. Oh, okay. We caught a goblin in the cage trap here.
Ah, curses, my plans are foiled.
Oh, several tried sneaking in.
Curses, foiled. Be damned for seeing me.
We got ninja goblins here. Looks like we got at least
won't work.
4 in cages. Non-economic hard rock. Do we not have stone? Hematite, that's a iron, iron alloy, or, that's not what I want. Alright, it's not an iron alloy, but it's iron ore, I should say. An alloy is a mix of 2 minerals, or metals.
Kill them all!
Where, another ambush. Wow, they snuck right up on us. Where an ore is the metal mixed with rock as you pull it out of the ground. And I want to... Everybody kill that guy. Well, we lost another... Well, that might have been from the previous battle. We've broken the siege. So that means all the guys are running away now. Tell the civilians to... They can go wherever they want now. What is this down here? Finished goods. Got set to bin 0, and I'm hoping now that will now allow. Definitely want the bars in bins. They store a lot more in the stockpile that way. Really hoping that's training. Yep. So, we're almost done here. We have about a week. Yeah. So, summary. If you have any ideas how to improve my channel, I'd like to hear them. I'm gonna try a few changes, show off some more Dwarf Fortress-like games. I'm gonna try to make this game more interesting. I'm gonna try to get like 2 videos out a week. Obviously, won't be able to do that all the time because I have other obligations, but I'm gonna try to make that happen. Alright, we've dug down and we haven't really found anything interesting. More masterpieces.
No more fishing.
Hopefully, no. Hopefully one of these was the ghostly dwarf. Burial. Build some more. Before this is over, I want to check in on the Duke's quarters. But yes, as I was saying about my channel, alright, we're at coffins. Definitely, I kind of want to make this more interesting. I have gotten, some feedback. Alright, he is all good, except he wants more backpacks. I've had some comments saying that some of my videos aren't the most interesting, but I do like showing, all the steps involved in playing. Definitely games like this are very complex. I do want to show you how I'm doing everything. Kerbal Space Program has orbital mechanics aren't the easiest or obvious.
Spring.
Is not always, the most straightforward way of doing things are not always the most efficient. Not that I always know the most efficient, but I, like to learn, and so if you know a better way, I definitely do watch, Scott Manley and some other YouTubers who do know more what they're doing than I do. So I kind of like to show all the steps so that you can see what I'm doing exactly, and I play some of the games I play are more complex. Definitely, this is pretty complex. Kerbal Space Program is pretty complex. Now, Minecraft itself is not complex, but some of the things you can build in it with redstone are pretty complex, so I like to show off how I built some things and why they worked like that. So I could definitely, stand to edit better. I don't really have that much good editing tools with me, or on me. Not on me, but, I'm trying to have this hobby of making game videos not cost too much, so I've just been using some free tools and don't have that many options, but I do know of 1 or 2 better tools I could be using, and I'm going to try to get them and learn how to use them better, so hopefully I'll have some better edited videos in the future. And I, just want to, while I'm doing this, because, I am playing these games and I'd like to share my interest in them, I do want to make them interesting to other people, so other people will, maybe pick up and try out these games. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing if you subscribed. If you have any comments, please leave them. I'm always interested in hearing what people have to say. For this game in particular, definitely I want to build like another 20 rooms. That may need to wait till next time because we don't have everything, the furniture built, although I'm sure I have enough. Definitely want to try to see if digging deeper will lead to anything interesting. Let's get them both on. You know, maybe I'll dig out a floor here and see what kind of minerals we run into. I'm hoping when we have enough coins, we'll get some interesting changes to our social order. You know, maybe I'll have to make some cheaper bedrooms. They're not quite as big, so they have lower rent. So some poorer elves, dwarves who don't have as good jobs have affordable housing. A nice grand meeting hall here. Need to find out what's going on because we definitely have a vampire still showing up. A dwarf drained of blood, so I have to try to do some stuff to track him down. Either by examining descriptions to see who looks pale or something like that. And maybe look up other strategies of finding a vampire. Now, once you do find a vampire, they can be useful, but you generally just want to kill them, so maybe we'll need to build a killing chamber as well. A room that can be flooded and a door that can be locked. So that's something else to look into. So thanks for watching. Thanks for any advice or suggestions you can leave. And I'll see you guys next time. So thanks for watching. See you later.